Borrowed, welcome to the InstaSim channel. We're playing Professor Layton and the Pandora box again. In this episode, so in the last episode we did a puzzle and we figured out that Tom might actually be a dog. So that we need to go and find the dog. And to find the dog we need to go and search for the girl who had the small dog. So let's go and find it then. Let's go and find that little girl. I don't quite remember where she is. So, if I remember correctly, I think it was going backwards, so let's do that. I know you're itching to see what's behind that door, but you can't go backstage without a pass. Oh, okay, so it's not this way. Whoops. What if we just took a really quick peek? No can do, little guy, you need a ticket to do that. I'll tell you what, your pal Sammy Thunder has a puzzle that'll take your mind off that door. Check it. Alright. Wasn't expecting a puzzle right away, right at the start, but okay. The train journey. Right. A number of people are on a train at the first station. The train pulls into. A sixth of the people on board get off. At the next station, a fifth of the remaining passengers get off. The pattern continues so that at the next station, the quarter get off, then a third, then a half, then at the final station, all remaining passengers get off the train. Assuming no one got on the train during the journey, what is the lowest number of people who could have been on the train when it set out? Right. Let's have a think. How many digits can we put maximum? Okay, we can put 2 digits in at maximum here. So let's try and figure this one out, shall we? Now let's assume, so for us to get to 0, let's assume that 1 passenger is left when we get to the last station. So 1 person gets off the train at the very last station. Let's assume that. Now, for half of them to get off the train, for us to then be left with 1, there has to be 2 people at the start station. So that 1 person gets off and 1 person gets off again. And then we need to think about what it goes to next. So for the third to get off, for us to get to 2. So 2 is something divided by 3. So x divided by 3 gets us to 2. No. 1/3 of... No, wait, what? My maths brain isn't working. Hold on. So something minus 1/3 of something. So 2 is 2/3 of something. Yeah, so 2/3 of something. Yeah, okay. So that would be 3 then, because 1/3 of 3 is 1. And for us to get to 2, 1/3's gone off. So 1/3 would be that one. So that goes to 3. And then for a quarter to get off... Okay, so I think it's actually just 6 then, thinking about it, because we're going up in ones. So if we had 6 passengers on board, let's just do this quickly. So if 6 passengers on board, a 6th get off. So that's 1 person gets off, we get to 5. A 5th get off, so that's 1 person, we get to 4. A quarter get off at the next stop, so that's 1 again, that goes to 3. A third get off at the next one, so that goes to 2, because there's 1 again that goes off. And a half got off at the next one, so that takes us to 1. And at the last station, everyone gets off, so that one last person gets off, so it's 6.
Let's see if this works.
Did it! In 1. Good work. If you assume the train started out with 6 passengers and only 1 person would have to get off at each station. This puzzle can be really tough if you don't remember to reduce the number of people remaining on the train at each station along the way. Yeah. So that's the answer to that one. Perfect. We did it quite well there. And that's how that one goes. Well, now the show's over, so move it, will you? If the folks in there find other passengers hanging around outside their door, I'm going to get an earful. There we go, now it's in our puzzle index. Perfect. Right, so it's probably not that way then, so let's go this way instead. What's in there? these people I'm pretty sure we've seen them before, so we don't need to go back that way. Greetings, sir. Are you searching for that lost little one? Indeed, we are still searching. Tell me, sir, have you by any chance seen a young lady with a small dog pass by? Now that does ring a bell. Yes, I believe she was headed towards the back of the train. Is that so? Thank you, sir. You've been most helpful. Well, that was very helpful of him, wasn't it? Quite glad that we got to that one. We got to see him then. Let's not go there. Well, if it isn't the famous Mr. Layton, dashing around like he knows something I don't. I was just about to head over to Babette and inform her that her child is no longer aboard the train. Inspector, we are mere moments away from discovering Tom's location. Could I ask you to give us just a while longer to ponder on the situation? Still don't want to face the truth, eh, Layton? Fine, since you're so intent on it and seeing as Babette is napping right now, I'll wait a while longer. The moment she wakes up, though, I'm taking my findings to her. Got it? If you want to prove yourself right, bring the boy back before that. Understood. I plan to do just that, Inspector. We'd better find the girl with the dog as quickly as we can, Professor. Indeed we shall. What's in here? Oh, that's Babette's. Okay, we don't need that one. Whomst is this person? Look at that. You've managed to solve at least 12 puzzles. I applaud you heartily. I can see how I could dislike a couple of ardent puzzle solvers like yourselves. Let's be pals, eh? Okay. What's in here? Wait, what? Oh, wait. He wants a puzzle. What about? No, this puzzle is going to keep me up all night. Oh, sorry about that. Now, what's with you two? What can I do for you? We're looking for a young lady with a small dog. Have you seen anyone fitting that description? Yeah, I remember seeing someone like that passing by. I think she was headed back to the back of the train. Thank you very much. We'll just be on our way. Now, hold it right there, Top Hat. I see how it is. Get all grousely to answer your question and then scoot off without a word. I told you what you wanted to know, so the way I see it, you should at least lend a man a hand. I'm terribly sorry, sir. I didn't realize you required our help. How may we be of service? A friend gave me this puzzle because I love art, but maybe I'll have better luck with it than I've had. Fancy giving it a go? Go on then. Okay, puzzle 12, Clouds and Sky. A man on the train shows you a picture he's painted. Let's say this picture has a total area of 10. Can you work out how much of it is made up of clouds compared to the area that's made up of sky? Don't think you need to guess the answer. There's a definite method you can use to work this out. How much of the area is sky and how much is cloud? I would guess half and half. Let me just take a hint, just to have a look. Take a closer look, no, not at the picture itself, but at its frame. You could use the frame screws to simplify how you look at the picture. Okay. Let's put that there for. Let's cut that into those pieces there. So that has more white, so there's more white in that one, there's more white in that one, more white in that one, more white in that one, and more white in that one. Those are just blue and blue. And the rest is about a half each. Hint 1 pointed out the screws in the picture frame. Have you noticed that you can use these as guides to divide the picture into 10 squares? Now all you have to do is study the squares carefully. Well, I've done that. Compare each square with the others. Have you noticed that some squares are identical in design but with the colours swapped? Any such pair of squares you find have the same amount of sky and cloud. Also, don't forget about the 2 squares that are filled with just one colour. Ah, okay. So, let's do that instead. And I've used all 3 hints on that one, but art is not my speciality, so I'll be looking at something and be like, ooh, yes, this art is made out of art, which would not be very helpful. Ah, those 2 are the same. I've noticed that now. And those 2 are the same, so those 2 cancel each other out as well. And then there's also that one and that one which are the same, and that one and that one which are the same. So up until then it's 1 to 1. But there's an extra 2 squares that are just blue. So cloud... So sky makes up 1, 2... Now which one of these were the same again? Let's just figure that out. So there's 1, 2... What did that one match with again? Oh wait, that one. 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 to 4, 3 to 2.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Or not.
Oh, my, this one is quite
Take another
formidable.
long, careful look at the puzzle. Maybe it is 6 to 4 then, which would still be...
This should do the trick.
It's the same answer! Why would...
Ah, wonderful.
I don't recall it saying how many pieces out of 10 it said, or whatever. The key here is to use the screws on the frame to divide the picture. Once you do that, it should be clear that B and F, C and I, D and G and E and H are all simply pairs of the same drawings with the colours reversed. This means that these 8 areas, there are 4 squares worth of cloud and 4 of sky. The remaining squares A and J are completely blue, so the totals are 6 squares of sky and 4 squares of cloud. I don't recall that puzzle saying how many pieces out of 10 it said, but yeah, okay. Never mind. Ah, so that's how you do it. I've got quite a head on your shoulders, don't you? Now as for that girl you were asking about, she's probably on the observation deck behind me. Oh, I've got a part of the camera. Professor Luke decided to talk with the girl on the observation deck. Perfect. Let's go and do that then. Ah, there she is. Just look for some hint coins. I don't think there are any because we've got them before. Yeah, okay. Hello.
Excuse me.
Hey, it's you!
Yes, I had the sneaking suspicion that it was you who was tailing us.
Flora! What are you doing here?
I'm sorry. It's just... Well, you see, I just didn't want to be all alone again.
Professor?
What lies ahead could be dangerous.
Huh?
That's why you'll have to be extra careful. All right?
Yeah?
Of course, the dog we saw earlier. Quick, grab him. Oh wait, of course. Yep. I think we were chasing after a dog all along. Oh, right you are, Luke. Now let's get him back to his owner. Oh, do you mind if I tag along with you? Of course not. Come along now. Hey, Flora's not traveling with you. Check who's traveling with you on the top screen. Now, Professor Luke and Flora decide to return Tom to his owner, Babette. Right then, let's go back to see Babette very, very quickly. Let's just check for hint coins. I don't think there are any, but can never be too careful. Yeah, we just follow the arrow, don't we? So we're fine. Here. Oh, it's a miracle. You're all right. My sweet little Tommy Wummy, I've missed you so, my baby, my boy. I'm not gonna do dog noises. This is Tom? We were under the impression that we were searching for a boy, not a mutt with a fancy haircut. How dare you compare my darling Tommykins to some common street mongrel? Lost dogs are no matter for Scotland Yard. Next time he goes missing, find him yourself. Blimey, some folks haven't an ounce of sense. Come on, Barton, we've got real cases to solve. Yes, sir, Inspector. Don't you walk away from me. I want to have a word with you about our atrocious manners. Oh dear. Well, enough of that. Welcome back, sweetie. Where did my little Tommykins run off to today? He's such a darling that I feared something might have kidnapped him and held him for ransom. Why would someone hold a dog for ransom? I don't quite understand, but okay. Maybe we should keep Flora's involvement in Tom's disappearance to ourselves. Good idea, my boy. Hey, I do believe a reward is in order. Here, I know it's quite generous, but I insist. I've got a new hamster toy. Oh, cool. That's very generous, isn't it? I hear we'll be making a stop in a quaint village by the name of Dropstone. How much longer till we get there, Professor? I'm not entirely sure. Why don't we rest until we get there? That should make the time pass faster. Hey, we've solved it. It turns out that Tom isn't a child as was originally thought, but rather Babette's pet dog. It would seem that Babette's affection for Tom is so deep that she considered him to be much more than just a pet. Professor Luke and Flora decide to return to their quarters to rest. And InstaSim decided that this is a good place to end the episode. So that's where we're going to be ending this episode, but obviously after we've read Layton's journal. Where are we next? To Babette's quarters. We discovered that the young girl carrying little Tom around was none other than Flora. Though I've consented to Flora accompanying Luke and myself on our investigation, I still worry that this may expose her to some unknown danger. But there's no time to dwell on that. Babette needs to know that her boy is alive and well. Fair enough. I also got camera parts, but oh, actually we can do that, can't we? Not quite sure what that is, but I think it goes there. But we're not going to worry about the hamster just takes too long, so yeah. Anyway, that's where we're going to end the episode today. So thank you all so much for watching today's episode of Professor Layton and the Pandora's Box. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. It'll help me out a lot and to get more videos like this. Also, don't forget to like this video, like my Facebook on Twitter and on Twitch. And as always, I will see you all in the next episode. But until then, goodbye.